One of the most prevalent advice that we give to job seekers and everyone in the job market is the importance of building a career instead of just taking random job at every point in their career. The basic difference is the fact that a job is anything that pays you, whereas a career is a long-term commitment and investment that help you to become a professional. A practical example to distinguish between a job and career abound. What differentiates a job from a career? Let's see this analogy. I can just walk up today into a restaurant and start helping them to serve people that come. Of course, they can just show me around in 1 or 2 hours and already know how to do the job. Likewise, being an administrative assistant, I can go into an organization today and I start working with little or no training at all. Regardless of what I study in school, I can work, but I cannot go into an hospital and start attending to patients. And I cannot just come up from nowhere without training, without education, without experience and say, okay, I'm going to be the human resource manager in charge of this company. So that is those things that differentiate a career from a job. A job is what anybody can just come out of nowhere and start doing it, regardless of someone that has had a lot of experience in that field. Someone that has been working as an attendant in a restaurant for 10 years and myself that is just coming today, you might not know the difference because there is it doesn't require any special skill to do those things. And that is one thing that distinguishes a job from a career. Whereas in a career, there are restrictions to practice. There are things you need to have. There are experiences they expect you to have. There are qualifications they expect you to have in order for you to be in them. And another thing is about a career. If you have been a restaurant attendant for as long as God knows when, the organization, if they have a good career succession plan, they can decide that today, okay, they want to promote you from being an attendant to head of attendants, but then you can only be an attendant. Whereas if you are a data scientist today, a junior data scientist today, in years to come, you are going to become a senior. And even though within that organization, they don't have a clear-cut structure, that experience that you have built will have positioned you, will have helped you to meet the requirement of becoming a senior as well. And that is the difference between a job and a career. So while you can take any job to take care of your bill, it is always good to have a career because of the long-term interest. You are not going to be agile forever to do any job that comes your way forever. But then a career will pay you forever, because even when you retired and you do not have the agility to work again, you can always take up consultancy assignments and use your experience to mentor other people as well. So today I want to be taking you through the roadmap of transitioning from a job to a career. So let's quickly see the 5 roadmap in which you can leverage to transition from being a cashier, from being a restaurant attendant, from being a clerk to becoming a professional. So the first thing is to identify a career path that you are interested in. Let's say you can be a cashier in the bank and you'll be interested in becoming an accountant. So identifying what you want to do, the career path you want to belong to, is the first step, and it is very important. The second thing to do after identifying what you like to do as a career, as a profession, is to invest in line of it. Career come with investment. Unlike a clerk job that anyone can just come today and start doing it, unlike a cashier job that with 2 days training you start doing it, and a restaurant attendant that you don't even have to go through any education. What set out a career is that it requires investment in education, specialized training, and probably some licensing and certifications that help you to fit into that career. So having identified what to do, that is now the time to invest. While you are doing your job, be investing on those things on the side. Be investing on those things on the side, like getting the required education, going for the necessary training that you need to go for, and getting the licenses that you need to practice in the line of that career. Take flexible internship and volunteering roles on the side to get relevant experience. You're interested, there's a lot of for every career you are interested in, there is always a way to have an experience in it without necessarily getting a full-time job. One of those ways is internship, the other way is by volunteering. So look out for which one you can make time for and enroll for it. That is, you have learned the theories and other things through the personal development, and now through the volunteering roles and internship, you are going to learn the practical aspect of the career you are transitioning into. The next thing is to network and connect with people in the profession you are interested in pivoting into. So for every profession, there is usually a society, there is usually a forum. Try and belong to that forum, network with them, understand things, like keep up with the trend in that career you are pivoting into. The next thing is to find a mentor in that area. If you see farther than others, it's because you are standing on the shoulder of a giant. So a way to have an accelerated career as someone pivoting from a different job is to have a mentor. A mentor will guide you and help you to even connect with the industry better, and might even opens you up to opportunities on how to get your first role in the new career you are transitioning into. The last but not the least is to prepare for a role in that career. So you've learned the important things you need to learn. You've had one or two volunteering and internship experience. You've connected with the industry. The next thing now is now to sit down and think of ways in which you can package your current job to fit into the career you want to pivot into, by reviewing your CV, getting a cover letter, optimizing and revamping your LinkedIn profile, and doing practice interviews on how to pass interview in that field, the likely interview question on how to approach them. So I believe by doing all these things, you can go from being just someone that have a job to becoming a professional. And being a professional, being in a clear-cut career prepares you for the future when you can no longer just do any job again. It helps you to build expertise that makes you that you need to become a boss, to become an industry leader in a particular position over time.
Love TV Africa, your personal development channel.